I think we have about 2 games left here. We got Miami or San Francisco. Alrighty, league championship game. San Francisco was so good in the 80s. What a great way to start this game off. All right, so last week I tried to not use Bo Jackson. I think today what I'm going to try and do is only use Bo Jackson. Now, the last game against Indy was easily the closest game that I was in all season, where they had a chance to take the lead there a couple times towards the end of the game. So we'll see how this one goes. Now, this is what I'm concerned about, is if I'm only using Bo Jackson, if they keep guarding against that, then I'm not going to be able to pull anything off. Well, we'll see what happens here. So, San Francisco won, I believe it was 3 Super Bowls during the 80s. I want to say that they won one towards the end of the 70s. Could be wrong about that. All right, let's see what we can do. No! All right, I got stopped. Okay, so I had predicted this earlier in the year. I couldn't remember. But they actually have 3 passes. And it's going to take me some thinking here. I think I'm going to protect against pass 1. And hope that I'm good enough to stop the run. Let's see if we can get Joe Montana here to... oh, jeez. Good start. Maybe I just make sure they can't run the ball at all. So I'm going to protect against the run. So that's Craig as their running back. I feel like, I could be mistaken, there was a very famous catch at the back of the end zone, and I think he's the one that made the catch against the Cowboys to send to the Super Bowl. I could be wrong, because they might have also had a tight end named Craig. Oh my gosh. I might have to abandon my plan of only using Bo Jackson here. Francis. Oh my god. He baited me into it. He stood there on the 1-yard line like, I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it. And then he ran it in. This might actually be, I think it's the first time I've been losing in a game at all. All right, well, we'll get some work to do. It's a good thing their kicker's terrible. So like I said, San Francisco was an unbelievably good team. Oh my gosh. All right, we're oh my goodness gracious. Okay. That's going in the end zone. All right, I am really considering abandoning that plan. Okay. All right, we're going to try pass. We're going to see if we can get back into this game here, because... Let's see. Still in the first quarter. We got time. Because that first series of downs did not go nearly as well as I would have liked. Okay. That might be one of the only passing touchdowns I've had this season. And it goes to Marcus Allen. Okay. Nice recovery so far, but we still got minute 20. Oh! Get out of here. Get out of here. Crawford? Who the heck is that guy? All right. Again, I'm just going to protect the run and hope that I can keep picking off Joe Montana. So there goes Jerry Rice. I think I played for, I don't know, 187 years. He ended up playing for a number of teams. But he set all kinds of records. And nobody's going to catch him either. He had something ridiculous, like 200 touchdowns. Dang. Joe Montana, 2 rushing touchdowns. Are you kidding me? Okay, cool. How much time we got left? Dude, this kicker is terrible. Under a minute. Here we go. Ugh. This is not going so well. Oh, get out of here! Oh my gosh. I gotta get the first down on that one. Oh my goodness. Serpentine! 30 seconds. I don't remember San Francisco being this tough to play in Tecmo Bowl. Ooh, I thought I was going to get in there. All right, they think I'm going Bo Jackson. We're going Marcus Allen, and that was a mistake. Okay. Oh, man. This is going to be a tough game. Now, in virtually every game, I've been able to tell some history of each team that I've played sans last week. This week, the game's too close for me to think of any stories to be able to tell from the 49ers. Okay. 7 seconds. Gotta stop him. Oh my gosh! Get him! Oh my gosh! Holy cow, that was close. Because if they would have scored there, and then I'm kicking off to them, holy cow. Their offense is phenomenal. Man, in Montana, he is just running wild. Okay, I think we're gonna have to change tactics here. I'm gonna try pass 3. Okay. I might have to start getting creative with my defensive choices here. Okay. Were his fake stats 666 yards? That's ominous. Okay. That was one of the best punt returns I've ever had. That sounds silly considering I only rushed for or returned it for what, 10 yards? Alrighty. So far, so good. If I score here, I'm going to feel pretty confident for the last 2 minutes of the game here. Ew. 3rd down and 9. Ew. Well, that stinks. So the punting, you have to be careful on that. Otherwise, it goes into the end zone. You're not really gaining much back. All right, that was pretty good. I did not think their defense was that good. Okay, 3rd down and 9. Let's hope I get pick the right pass play here. That was good. Okay. What's tough is, in this game, there's no way to just run down the clock. In modern games, you can have your quarterback take a knee, and you effectively force the team to use a timeout. But I don't have that luxury here. And then once you're tackled, the clock doesn't continue to run. All right, 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. If I score a touchdown here, we're good. Oh, and I ran out of bounds. What a ding-dong. Holy cow. All right, 1.5 minutes. We can do this. Okay, all right, I'm breathing a little bit easier right now. I just can't believe that Washington beat San Francisco to get into the Super Bowl. I think it was a couple years after this. San Francisco was in the Super Bowl against Cincinnati. And Cincinnati was winning towards the end of the game. And San Francisco had the ball on their own, I think it was within the 10-yard line. Like, they might have been like 98 yards away or something ridiculous like that. And, everybody's all nervous, and Joe Montana says to the guys in the huddle, hey, if you look over there, John Candy's sitting in the corner of the end zone. So he was definitely a cool guy when it came to pressure games. Not even worried about being down with just a couple minutes left in the game. Scanning the audience to see who's watching. I thankfully get to see Joe Montana play towards the end of his career, so I'm glad I get to see him play a little bit. All right, 3rd and 12. Here we go. What's tough is when you're in the open field like that, it's tough to not overrun the guy, like I've done a number of times throughout the season. Excellent. Yikes. Yeah, if I were to only use Bo Jackson, I don't think I would have scored either of those touchdowns. I'm in a spot now where at least I'm in field goal range, so if I don't get a first down, it's not the end of the world. And being up by 8 points, this game had not yet added a 2-point conversion, so they couldn't really catch up anyway. So towards the end of Joe Montana's tenure with the 49ers, they had drafted, I don't know if they drafted or if they traded for Steve Young, who was also a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterback. But they had a decision to make. Do they keep the aging Joe Montana, who had some injuries towards the end of his career, or do they go with Steve Young? And so they ended up shipping Montana off to Kansas City, and they ended up running with Steve Young. And it was a couple of years before Steve Young won his Super Bowl with the... Oh, I thought I was there. With the 49ers. They ended up winning it in 94. But at the time, that was when the Cowboys had turned their franchise around. Oh, no. And the Cowboys had won in 90, I think it was 92, 93. And San Francisco kept losing in the NFC Championship game, which is the game we're playing in now. And when they finally won, Steve Young was like, I finally get the monkey off my back. But San Francisco, at that time, had set a record for the most consecutive winning seasons, because they went from one Hall of Fame quarterback directly into another. So they were definitely sitting pretty. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Roger Craig. Yeah, I think he's the guy that caught that touchdown from Joe Montana at the back of the end zone to send him to the Super Bowl. Oh, he didn't get it. Not worried about it right now at this point. 8 seconds left. They cannot win the game because they cannot score that many touchdowns that quickly. And that's all she wrote. Ah, look at that. League champion. There's one game left. It's against Miami. And I'm looking forward to that one. We'll see how that goes. And during the breakdown, I'll give a rundown of what the 49ers did during the 80s and specifically the 87 season.
Well, that game was definitely closer than I had anticipated. The 87 season was very unique in that they had a strike-shortened season. However, the 49ers had the second most players cross the picket line and return to play football, including Joe Montana, Dwight Clark, and Roger Craig. The team started the season 0-1 and was about to go 0-2 when Montana threw a last-second touchdown to Jerry Rice. They used that pivotal point to finish the season 13-1 and make it to the playoffs. But then something odd happened where they played Minnesota, and wide receiver Anthony Carter had an astounding 227 yards receiving in that playoff game, and they ended up losing. That season, Jerry Rice did the unthinkable. In only 12 games, scored 22 touchdowns, which was a record that stood for over 2 decades. Well, there's nothing left for me to say, except I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to check us out next week during the finale, where I look forward to playing the Miami Dolphins.